Morning guys, welcome back to another video from Real Therapy Fishing. This week's video is going to be a tour of the boat. This is a 13-foot Orkney spinner. As we've mentioned in our previous videos, we do love the Orkney boats. They're just super reliable and they handle the weather absolutely brilliant. So we're just going to give you a quick sort of like walk around the boat, so to speak, and just let you know what we use on the boat. Might give you some tips on what you can have on yours, and if you want to leave some comments below as well and let us know if you think there could be any additions that we could put on the boat. We'll give you a walk around. So we'll start at the front of the boat, guys. We've obviously just got, it's a basic sort of galvanised trailer. We have actually got another trailer that we're going to probably use for this boat. We're sort of in the middle of renovating that one, but as you can see, this is pretty well set up. It's got the rollers, it's got the you know, the high rollers at the back as well for sort of ease of launching and retrieving. So it's yeah, it's quite a nice little trailer really, but we've got another one that's sort of a bit more sort of streamlined, a bit more, they've got bigger wheels on it, etc. So we will be changing that at a later date. Obviously got a jockey wheel, we've got a lock that we leave on the trailer when we've launched it, and we just pull the trailer back up the beach just for a bit of security. Dylan put a new winch on this one. It had one on there before, but it was pretty sort of done in really. So put a couple of new buffers and that sort of thing on there as well. As you can see, the name of the boat, we've called it Real Addiction, just to keep in line with the Real Therapy theme. And then we move to the front anchor well. We've got a 2 kilo anchor. And I don't know how long that chain is, Dylan, to you, probably 6 foot, yeah. 7 foot, or I suppose. And that holds us more than adequate for what we want to do. And obviously the rivers do run pretty quick, so but it holds us.
So the next thing we added was a cleat, and that's simply just to cleat the anchor off once we're anchored, and that runs through the bow roller and goes down and obviously anchors us. So next we've added some comfy cushions, because after a long day's fishing, it definitely starts to hurt your backside.
Does.
Some nice foam seats, we've added those, and they're waterproof as well, which definitely helps. Next we've got some rail blazer mounts. Now this is good for camera mounts. We've got the bait tray over there, like you can see. That's been held on by 2 rail blazer mounts. We've also got the rod holders. So they're pretty multi-purpose. We can use these for whatever we decide to use them for. So we've got these on the outside of the boat, and we've also got these on the inside of the boat, as you can see there.
I think you've got a bit of an addiction to this.
I think I have a real addiction.
Yeah, a real addiction, yeah. Rail blazers, God, dude. They must have made a fortune out of that.
Sponsor us, please.
Yeah.
So I've added just a simple bit of rubber, and this is something you can do on all of your boats. It's literally just for the strap to go over the top. We did find it starting to chafe the outside of the boat here, and like you can see there, a little bit of the blue webbing strap, so it just kicks it out a bit and makes it a lot easier, a lot smoother to put your strap on.
I think they've probably, as you can see along here, they've done a bit of repair work previously, and that's probably where someone's put a strap over, and it's just sort of just chafes away at it,
yeah,
doesn't it?
Definitely.
So it stops that. So we've added, or Dylan's added, the Orkney spinner stickers that wasn't actually on the boat, but they obviously set it off quite nice. So the next thing we've got is a 12 litre fuel can. That's more than adequate for what we need to do on a day's fishing. I mean, I think that's this will be our 3rd trip out today, and obviously this video will be out later on as well. So the Mariner 6 horsepower engine has got a built-in fuel can. I think it's a 1.2 litre on this one, but obviously it doesn't really last that long, so hence the reason why we've put in a external fuel can on this one. The engine itself is, like I said, it's a 6 horsepower long shaft Mariner. We haven't had a problem with it, have we?
No, not at all.
I think it's pretty much, as you can see, pretty much brand new. I think the guy said it had about 40 minutes of use when we brought the boat, which obviously come with that engine, and we've just left it as a package. We do like our yams, don't we?
Yeah, definitely.
But to be honest with you, we've not had a problem with this one whatsoever. So I think, you know, the guy has obviously done his research with the boat and what engine it needed, and we have got a 5 horsepower Yamaha that we use sometimes, but this is actually better for this boat, so I think he's sort of matched up quite well. I think the most powerful engine that this boat can take is an 8 horsepower, so you know, we might at a later date upgrade, but at the moment we're well happy with that. So
next thing we've added is a transducer, and that just runs all the way through here into a nice little clip there. It runs underneath the boat, all the way under here, through here, and you can see the cable ties there holding it together. It's quite a nice way of keeping all the cables tidy, and you don't really notice these cable ties, so unless obviously someone points them out like I've just done. And then that brings us onto the low rant system. So it's literally just through here, clipped on, and this runs to a battery which is underneath there, underneath the seat. That's a big 45 amp hour battery there, and this just turns on like so, as you can see there. Just accept, and you've got all your jargon on there, but obviously we're not in the water, so it won't pick up anything.
it's quite a good one, that, Dylan, isn't it?
It is a good one.
It's quite not
Yeah,
a
it's
bad
good
one at all.
So the safety aspects of this boat, obviously we've got the transducer which tells us the depth of the water, how cold it is, etc. But we also carry a little VHF handheld radio. Because this is quite a light boat and we've got to get it across the sand, we want to keep this boat as lightweight as possible, really. So instead of putting in a big VHF radio and bolting it all in with the extra batteries and that, we just decided these are just as good. You can pick these up for less than £100 and it floats, so that's a really good safety aspect. We've also, in our pockets all the time, me, Dad and Paul, we always carry a mobile device, so we can obviously contact emergency services if we need to. So also, the other thing that is carried on the phones is Navionics. All three of us have got that as well on our phones, so if any of the system does decide to go down, we've always got a backup and we can always get home if the fog rolls in or weather turns bad. We've also got 2 means of navigation. So technically another safety aspect is this 12-volt charging system for our phones. So we've just added that. Again, it is just only just to charge our phones or camera batteries if we need it, but obviously if the phone does decide to die, then we have got that as a backup as well. So these oars, and we always carry these on a small boat. And yeah, if we ever was to get into trouble, these would definitely back us up. So.
I think it's mainly because we've got one engine on here, haven't we?
Definitely.
You know, obviously the bigger boat wouldn't be able to row it anyway, but we always carry a second auxiliary engine, don't we? So
yep.
That's good. Probably one of the last things, just to show you as well, is we have got a fish guide. Obviously, you know, if we do decide to keep the fish, a lot of what you see we do is putting our fish back. We do keep the odd few, obviously, you know, that's what we do. But yeah, we've got a sticker there just so we can make sure that we stay within the law. And I think
these boxes are just camera gear, aren't they?
Yeah.
We do tend to carry a lot of camera gear.
Yeah, Dylan's got his drone. He loves his drone.
Yeah,
so.
definitely. I know a lot of you have requested what camera gear we use, so obviously that will be coming out in a video shortly.
So to wrap this video up, that's probably about it really. That's our Orkney Spinner 13. Again, an absolutely lovely boat. It really is fantastic.
And if any of you have got any questions or anything that you'd like to know, then please let us know. Write it in the comments.
Or
we'd
even
love to hear it.
Yeah, or even if you can think of something that, you know, might assist us in making our life easier as well.
Definitely.
And that would be good. But from me and Dylan, that's it, and we'll see you on our next video. Cheers, guys.
See you later, guys.